Daniel Bryan. He never saw true star potential in him because of the build, how small he is.
Yeah, but eventually he got pushed.
Eventually, because they had no choice.
They had no choice. Well, see, Dolph's got he's got a better, I mean, he's not huge, but he's got a good build.
Oh, I love Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, me too. He's a great performer. Great
Every
wrestler.
time he gets beat with some main serious match, like we think he's about to win, it disappoints me a little bit more, and I start watching less. I'm serious, man, because
I did watch him and Owens, and that was a great wrestling match last night.
Yeah.
That was a good match. I watched that one.
Well, Ziggler's the best wrestler they have. I mean, him and Cesaro.
Cesaro's incredible, yeah.
I mean, believe me, I'm on your side on that. I hate the fact that they do nothing.
And after Survivor Series last year, I thought he was going to get pushed.
Me too.
But then he died. That's
that
when he came
Sting,
back.
Was it?
No, yeah, that was when Sting made his debut.
Yeah.
But Cena, everybody, because Big Show turned on Team Cena, and everybody got eliminated but Dolph, and he was still had to face like 3 or 4 other guys.
Yeah, and he beat them.
And he took them all down except for Rollins was left, and then Triple H tried to come in. That's when Sting came and took Triple H out, and then he beat Rollins. I was like, this dude's about to get pushed.
Exactly.
And
I thought that too.
Fellas, always good to see y'all, man.
Good to see you,
Rock
man.
out the show.
Thanks, dude.
See you, bro.
See you, brother. Y'all have a good day.
See ya.
Okay, trivia question. Let's get one.
I've been thinking.
How many times has Triple H been champion?
13?
14,
You sure it's 14?
I think.
I thought Cena was 15. He's 15. I thought he's 13.
Cena's 14 was when he tied Ric Flair or when he beat Ric Flair?
He beat Ric Flair.
Sure?
And he tied?
He's a tie. So,
Triple H is an 11-time champion. Right?
World champion or
WWE champion and World Heavyweight champion together is 11.
when he tag team champion too?
That's not, that doesn't count. Like, how many times has he been, like, World Heavyweight champion? Either belt. That'd be 11.
You'll find all the brands you love. Waist size 38 and up. All in one awesome store. DXL. You're looking
He's a 13-time.
for deals from 30 to 50% off. See DestinationXL.com for details.
I don't think 13 was a choice on that.
I didn't either.
yeah, it's 13.
That one says 12.
These say 12.
So we've seen 11, 12, and 13.
We need a question, though, for real.
We got like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we need a question.
Has Marie talked to y'all?
No.
What the hell is she waiting?
We'll get through the first segment first, right?
Yeah.
What segment do you want to do the trivia question?
Or live.
Sunny all day today with a high in the low 60s. Patchy fog late night tonight.
Here, when you move your laptop
Morning
right
with a low
there,
43. Partly
you
sunny.
catch me.
All right, so
Late afternoon.
after the intro,
13-time, 5-time world heavyweight, 8-time
But we're looking
WWE
at sunny
champion.
conditions with a high upwards of
These are all wrong. That's not a good question. I don't want to be wrong on this.
It's 13. I knew that up front.
You sure? Because
Yeah,
all the other ones I'm looking at are
reading it.
12.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Yes, but I just saw
13
13
to
and now
5.
I'm
He's a
seeing
5-time
12.
world
Sample
heavyweight
size
champion,
better.
8-time
real
WWE
quick, real
champion.
quick. Whenever the intro finishes, y'all want us, you want another intro, or do you want to talk immediately?
What do you mean? Music?
Yeah. You
Get
want
the
music?
signature. Yes, sir, with Ronald Hero.
Actually, let's do music. Let's do music. Hey, let's do music first.
Wrestling Radio. Drumb and Drumber. Starting now and every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. Bringing you all of your pro wrestling coverage. TNA. Ring of Honor.
How long will CM Punk's WWE title?
Tagged in with Drumb and Drumber on the Wrestling Radio. Because Drumb and Drummer said so.
Yeah! Oh, you didn't
All
know?
right. You better call
Somebody! It's me, it's us, it's that D double D, Drumb and Drummer. How you doing? Good morning, and welcome to the Shoals area hottest, new, most extreme, and sometimes provocative, but always over the top entertaining, the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer here on Fox Sports Shoals 97.9 FM and 1340 AM, where sports beats music. We are the only pro wrestling talk show this side of the Tennessee River, and thank you all for tagging in with us today. It is Tag-In Tuesday, and in the studio we have, I am the babyface of the show, Chad Burdine, and this is Justin Holder. How you doing, buddy?
I'm okay, Chad.
You got to do better, man. You had a great little spot in the
Yay!
yesterday.
Front page of the paper. How'd that feel, Max? Awesome.
I woke up seeing
Awesome.
Max's pretty little face on the front page of the newspaper yesterday, man. How'd it feel?
I actually went to McDonald's to get breakfast. I was in my shorts, flip-flops, and I'm standing there and I went, oh yeah, it's Monday. We're supposed to be in the paper. And I look over thinking there's going to be a little blurb on the side, and I just pick it up and it's like, you got to be kidding me.
It was
Front
a great
page.
It was a really good,
It's
cool feeling.
remember Pearl Harbor and then us.
And on the side we have President Obama, just his little
Yeah.
whatever, his speech that he had the night before.
Make way for
Prince Ali! Make way for Prince Ali. Anyway.
I come to the land of the ding.
Hey, you! We can't do it. We're good on that. But as always, you can follow me at Chad Verdine on Twitter, and you can follow Justin at Drummerho, DRUMMERHO. It's Drummerho. And in the studio we have, as always, the tag team of Tasty and Delicious. How you guys doing? Come on.
Doing awesome, yeah.
Doing
What's up?
great.
How great are you, Max? Come on, you got to be
You were
feeling
in a
good.
paper yesterday, Max. Come on, man.
Oh, no, I was ecstatic about that. I went and bought a paper up front. I was at work, and I just walked around the store showing everybody.
What do you want?
Publix, not a sponsor.
Good job. But don't forget, they are the tag team of Tasty and Delicious. We got Tasty, Max, and then we got the delicious one, the producer, Chris Williams. How you doing today, Chris?
Doing good,
Doing
man. Yeah.
Good hang last night?
Heck yeah.
Watching Raw, Breaking Ground.
Breaking ground.
It was really good.
It was
Really
pretty
good. It was-
cool.
it was
Saw you on
exciting.
TV, man.
Yeah. We're going to get into that in just a little while. But again, this is the Wrestling Redwood Drum and Drummer, and we are coming to you live from the Fox Sports Shoals studio here at Big River Broadcasting from beautiful Florence, Alabama on Sam Phillips Street. We are live every Tuesday from 11 a.m. to noon, and you can follow the official Twitter page of the Wrestling Reel at Real2Us979. And be sure to use the hashtag Wrestling Reel. That's Wrestling REAL. And we will be reading your tweets and your questions live
So
on
he
air with
says.
us. Oh, I will. I promise you. I've got it right here. All you got to do is just tweet us at Real2Us
League of Nations.
979. And today's episode of the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer is being brought to you by Champy's Chicken and Muscle Shoals. Champy's Chicken is the best hot fried chicken, the coldest beer, and the best football on TV. And they've got the best live entertainment on that side of the Tennessee River.
Yeah. And Wade over there is just fantastic. We love you, Wade.
Thanks for the shout out last week. Really appreciate it. But at Champy's Chicken, freshness is of utmost importance. All chicken is prepared fresh to order, so you know it'll be finger chicken good. Champy's Chicken, located at 120 2nd Street in Muscle Shoals. And don't forget, guys, we are streaming this show live right now as we speak on YouTube. And it is going to be uploaded later on today to our page. So be sure to check that out. Just search for Drumb and Drummer on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll see every single episode. Because I've gone back and watched some. I'm having a good time doing this show. Max, are you still having a good time?
Of course.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's also under the Wrestling Reel, REAL.
Why? Because it's still real to us.
Thanks for repeating what we just said, Chris. Appreciate that, bruh.
He said it was under Drum and Drum, which it is, but you know.
And actually, later on in the show, thanks to Champy's, we're going to be giving away a $10 gift card to Champy's later on. We're going to have a trivia question. We'll have a trivia question later on, and then we're going to get a caller to call in, and our first caller that answers our question correctly.
But you got to use the phrase that pays, and I'll just go ahead and let you guys know what it is. All right, you have to know what it is. This is the Wrestling Reel. Why? Because it's still real to us. That is the phrase that pays. It's still real to us. Or if it's still real to you, we'll take both. We'll take both answers. It's okay. But let's go ahead and get away from all the plugs for the show, and let's frog splash into why we were actually here to talk about professional wrestling. This show is all about you and the passion we share with professional wrestling, and we want to hear from you. This show, again, is all about you. We want to be the voice of the voiceless and the shows for wrestling. So we are leaving the phone lines open from now until noon. So call us here at the Fox Sports Shoals studio at 256-764-1340. Again, that's 256-764-1340.
1340.
And if you can't listen to the show on your radio, as always, it seems like it's the most convenient way. You can listen live from the absolutely free Fox Sports Shoals app. Just search Fox Sports Shoals in the App Store or your Google Play and listen live on your smartphone, your tablet, or your mobile device, or on your phone. But again, standard phone and data rates do apply.
Except if you're with T-Mobile, you're with the #1 carrier in the country.
I don't know about
How
that.
in the hell that happened? T-Mobile? Really? 2 days ago, they announced they're like the #1 carrier in the country.
T-Mobile, not a sponsor.
Thanks a lot, Sprint. Or as me and Chris like to call it, Jog.
Well, I hear a lot of people call it T-Mobile T-Maybe.
T-Maybe.
Yeah, you never know. But on the main page of the Fox Sports Shoals app, there is a direct link to our studio. And like I said, it is Tag-In Tuesday. And we want to chat it up with you. We've got a smackdown of a show today. And yes, I know what you're all thinking. Hey, these are those awesome guys who were on the front page of the Times Daily yesterday. And man, we did look pretty cool to be on the front page.
It was a good day.
It was an awesome day.
That was fun
too.
We really appreciate Russ Corey for coming in here and doing a little thing on us. And
what makes me know that we're doing something right is we're getting more exposure in the newspaper with us talking about professional wrestling for 1 hour a week than we do with actually us playing music, 20 to 25 hours the rest of the week. That's what's incredible to me, and we really want to. We appreciate you guys for all the response that we've got, because it's been really cool. The tweets, the calls, some of the emails that we've gotten to our accounts has been really, really cool. But just thank you guys so much, Justin. Let's just go ahead and get into what happened last night with Breaking Ground. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it.
Breaking Ground is a show that has been coming on after Raw on the WWE Network. And if you don't have the WWE Network, it's very easy to get it. It's only $9.99 a month. It's very easy, and pretty much every time you're a new you sign up for the first time, they give you 4 years free. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
And you can also get gift cards now.
I saw that. That's a great Christmas present.
Yeah.
It really is.
3 months for $30, man.
Really?
I mean,
But Breaking Ground is a show that comes on after Raw, and it's about the NXT guys coming up through the ranks and going through developmental. And we've been keeping up with it because we were actually at an NXT show, and we got our signs on there. We had, if Eva
Back in
Marie's here, we
October,
riot. We had Breeze Nuts. We had all these really funny signs. And we've been waiting because they've been going through pretty much how Breaking Ground works is as we're watching it, it was filmed, a month prior?
About 2 months.
So it's very close timing, and we remember being there a couple months ago. But we finally made it to the Nashville show where we were. We finally kept watching each week after each week, finally saw the segment, saw a little clip of the Eva Marie in the corner, and we watched it last night, and it was really good.
We're all over it. I mean, the
We
whole
are.
time,
There's
there's about 10 minutes worth of us just hanging over the balcony at the War Memorial in Nashville
Yeah.
at that NXT show with, like you said, our signs. We had the one that went viral. It said, "If Eva Marie is here, we riot." And just, pun intended, or maybe not intended, but red hot heat from Eva Marie. I mean, just instant. As soon as she walked out, and I didn't know how many producers are actually behind, backstage watching it like it was an actual Raw or, big TV taping. And they're actually, calling the spots, and they're in the referee's ears, telling them, to wrap the show up or the match. But I had no idea how many people of the wrestlers were actually watching. So that the wrestlers knew what was going on out front before it even came out.
We would have had more fun if our friend Chris Smith wasn't there. He kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, way to go, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Critter.
Yeah.
We know
Thanks
you're
a lot,
listening. We
man.
appreciate it, though.
I keep getting texts from him, so. But no, we had a blast. And it was awesome seeing us. And they ended the show last night on Carmella getting injured by Eva Marie with a kick to the head. Carmella's laying on the side apron with her head hanging off.
Give her concussion, just
And
knocked
Eva
her out.
Marie just booted her directly in the side of the head.
But what was kind of confusing to me last night, though, is when we saw that it wasn't what they said was the spot that got her injured was not the actual spot that we saw. What we saw was Eva Marie kind of sat Carmella up. She hits the ropes and comes and does just a knee to the face. That's what knocked her out. They're just saying it was a spot on the outside of the apron where she just did a small little punch to the face. And
That wasn't. They
it.
showed that last night, and they slow-moed it where her
Yeah.
head's hanging off, and Eva Marie's foot, just smacks her in the side of the head.
She's just out.
She was
cold.
out, and then woke up crying apparently.
And if you guys have ever noticed in a match, if a talent or a wrestler or a diva gets injured in a match, what the signal from the referee is, and you'll see it, which is kind of breaking character, the ref will throw up a big X with his arms. signaling to somebody backstage like, we need some help up here. Someone's been injured. We need some help. Come get us. So that's exactly what happened, and that was probably one of the best, if not the best. Justin, I know you've talked about how great that Ring of Honor show that we went to a few weeks ago was great. But that was probably the best WWE environment show that I've ever been to. And we've been to a couple of WrestleManias before, but to me that still was the best.
Yeah, man, you've been to like
wrestling.
40.
Oh, I've been to 40 live events, and you can quote them. But I've been to about 3 WrestleManias, and I think that NXT show was by far the best. When it comes to wrestling.
Oh,
wrestling.
When it comes to wrestling, yeah.
Yes.
Because I was about to say, putting Mania up there, watching Taker get
Yeah.
beat.
From a wrestling standpoint, which I enjoy. I mean, yeah, we can always get into the entertainment aspect of it, but from a wrestling standpoint, you couldn't beat it. I loved it.
That Ring of Honor show was amazing too. I really had a lot of fun at that one.
Well, what
Boobs
for ODB?
Yeah. Roderick Strong, more like Roderick Weak.
We got a lot to cover today. We are going to recap Raw. We're going to talk about a little bit more of Breaking Ground. We're going to talk about NXT Takeover London that's coming up. Some really good matches coming up there. And we're also going to get into the dirt sheets, what's been going on. But let's just talk about this weekend, man. Did you have a good weekend though, Justin? Before we get into all the wrestling.
I did. I mean, I think we've talked about us though, right?
Yeah. But
nobody cares about what I did this past weekend.
What did you do wrestling related? Though?
I didn't do anything this past weekend.
And whose fault is that?
It's mine.
Keep it up. It's my fault. It's not my fault.
It's all me, man. I don't even remember what I did. What did we do this weekend? Did we play?
Yeah, we played a few shows.
Did we?
Yeah, we played the Marriott, not a sponsor, on Saturday night.
That's right.
Late show.
That's right.
As always, we're at City Hardware every Sunday from 5 to 8.
Not
a sponsor.
Soon to be.
Soon to be.
So yeah, it was a slow weekend for me. We actually did let's talk real quick. We did our NBA show last night.
Yeah, our second.
Our second one. We actually have an NBA show now every Monday from 5 to 7. Right here on 97.9 Fox Sports Shoals.
Every Monday.
And it's me and JD, the producer, and we got Chad Burdine and Mr. Billy Smart.
And I gotta say, Billy's been killing it.
Boy, getting him out of his shell, it's been quite interesting. But we've had a lot of fun on the NBA show, and I'm a little spent, to be honest with you, from doing all that. Keeping up with NBA is definitely different than keeping up with wrestling. You know what I mean?
But we're enjoying the opportunities that we're being given
course.
here. I mean, we're trying to take the ball and run with it, and trying to reach that brass ring, if you will.
That Money in the Bank briefcase.
That Big River Broadcasting brass ring. But we got a lot. Like I said, we got lots to talk about today. We will be back here in just a little bit, but we will be having a trivia question here. We'll probably give it away. The question next segment. So don't forget, stay tuned. This show's all about you. We want to hear from you today. Call us here at 256-764-1340. Again, that's 256-764-1340.
I just got a question, Chad. Let's just jump into Raw real quick. I'm going way off. What do you think about this whole ECW originals coming back? We've got just a few minutes before we have to take a pause, but
I'm really enjoying it, but
are you?
I am, because it's a throwback. But I really wish instead of
Rhino came back.
Rhino came back last night, but I wish it would have been Spike Dudley. I really wish it would have been.
That would have been
Spike.
cool. I thought it was going to be the Sandman.
It would have been really cool.
Yeah, the way that Bubba Ray tweeted yesterday was he pretty much quoted the Inner Sandman by Metallica.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
could have been a dead giveaway, but we got Rhino, which wasn't bad because Rhino has been working, in NXT for, a couple years now. So, but don't go anywhere, guys. We are the Wrestling Grill with Drumb and Drumber. We'll be right back.
What was that?
It wouldn't click. It wouldn't click.
Hey, throw Michael.
Okay, sounds fun. All right.
That wouldn't click.
It's not going to. That's what I was going to tell you. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Go ahead and call this guy.
All right.
Here
how do you
is.
do that?
All right. So press that line one, request one at the top. Yeah, and you have to make sure this is a cue so you can hear it. They won't hear it though. So it's in
Chris
queue.
just keeps
Can
saying,
you hear
it's been
anything?
8 minutes, y'all haven't even talked about wrestling.
All right. Dial the
And tell
number.
him.
It's
Tell him. I told him, I said, you do you, I'll do me. I said, don't tell me how to run my show.
Here's information, guys. And y'all do have to do like a 10-second shout out to him, not during the call, but like any other time.
Okay. Blake. Oh, Blake Stutz. I know Blake.
Well, here, you do this then.
Okay.
It's not that one.
It's not.
No.
What do you hear?
Right here.
All right, we'll hang up. Try it again.
Do I have time to go get water?
Not really. You got 45 seconds. Is it ringing?
I wanted to clean that out and put some in there.
Still nothing.
So is Blake scoring the top 10 for customer satisfaction each year, or is this Long Lewis?
Just say they.
Still nothing.
It's Blake Stutz at Long Lewis forward.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put y'all another minute in there so we can figure this out. I'm not really sure what the hell is happening. Do you have a dial tone? Do you have a dial tone?
Do you know Blake?
Yeah.
Just tell him we're coming back in a minute.
That's a good hair.
He's gonna hear you, but they're not gonna hear him. Talking to the mic.
That guy?
Hey, Blake. Hey, this is Chris with the Wrestling Reel. We just want to get you on the line to talk to you in a minute, okay?
What is it?
Yeah, within 5-6 minutes. Actually,
well, we have
probably-
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we got like 30 seconds. 11:25. Oh, okay.
Well, we can put him on hold until then.
Okay, yeah, we can put you on hold till then. Okay. All right, man.
What did he say?
He thought 11:25.
Okay. Well, 11:25 is the middle of the segment, so I told him 11:20.
All right, well.
Miscommunication there. Can you imagine? All right, you can take it out of queue until you get ready to talk to him.
Okay.
You going right into Raw? Or do we have to do the plug now?
At 11:25. So talk a little bit and then.
He dropped.
The world is watching. The world is watching, Chad.
The whole wide world's
Welcome
watching.
back here to the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer. We're happy to be here this Tuesday morning.
Tag in Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I don't even know what day it is. What day is it?
Y'all woke up thinking it was Saturday.
No, I mean like number-wise. Is it like the 7th, 8th?
8th.
It's the 8th. Wow.
December 8th.
December
Christmas is right around the corner, man.
Man, that's my day.
And Hanukkah.
And your daughter's birthday.
And my daughter's birthday.
You want to go ahead and just get straight into Raw? What happened last night?
Well, yeah, let's go for it, Chad.
Well, you know, we come from live last night. They open up. They're in Charleston, South Carolina, which is, yeah, keep it going. And in the ring starts off with the new faction / stable of the League of Nations. And it's just nothing but Sheamus standing in the ring, Rusev standing in the ring, King Barrett standing in the ring, and
Alberto Del Rio.
who?
Alberto Del Rio.
No.
Rio.
Sorry.
Ruffles of Rages.
And from the beginning,
And by the way,
Sheamus
Alberto
even-
Del Rio now is solo. No more Zeb Coulter with him.
was he gone? I think
He's
was it
he
not
gone.
last
He
night?
told him last night he doesn't need him. He can do it on his own.
But before he's even able to cut a promo, the USA chant starts. You know, and so, which is getting instant heat to Sheamus. But he says it's 2015, and he says America just doesn't cut anymore. They tried to find someone from America, but couldn't find an American to lace up their boots. More stupid chants come from the crowd, which it is, because Sheamus looks ridiculous right now, especially with the belt around his waist, all the
whole
locks
segment.
from his beard, his new haircut. He just looks ridiculous. And if he is a transitional champion,
Dang!
we all hope that he is, which they are already. They're just building Roman Reigns once again to be the next big thing.
Well, I told you the whole gimmick, or the whole thing behind this right now is they're not going to give Roman Reigns the title.
Just give it to him.
They're going to make him look like, oh, we need to sympathize with him. He's getting his butt kicked every week. Poor Roman Reigns.
But it's at the same time, it's the exact same storyline that's always been happening. Because if you think about the Daniel Bryan, the Stone Cold, it's like where you just get beat down forever, and then finally you have your big, which is usually a big WrestleMania moment. You know, you become the big face of the company. All the storylines finally come to an end, and the good guy prevails over bad. And I think that's pretty much what they're building up for Roman Reigns.
Sure, but I'm going to say it again, like I've said it before. I agree with CM Punk during his pipe bomb interview. Wrestling is going to get so much better when Vince McMahon is gone. Like, Vince needs to just enjoy his life, his grandkids, his family, and let Triple H take over. Because right now, nothing can be done if Vince doesn't want it to happen.
I mean, it was just the beginning of it. There was so much dead air, not only from the wrestlers, but just the entire arena. It's like, come on, we need some action right here. So the first thing that happens, the pyro goes off, and all of a sudden, the lights go off, and the Wyatt family's just standing in the ring, and instantly, the crowd just starts doing the Daniel Bryan, yes, yes, yes chants, because they thought it was going to be the Wyatt family versus the League of Nations, which could be really cool, but all of a sudden, Pyro, Dudley Boys come out, and they said, and with Tommy Dreamer on the stage, but Bubba Ray, he said he's not wearing his glasses tonight, but he has words for Wyatt, for Bray Wyatt, and Wyatt reminds him why he's outmanned, and then Devon says, when you're extreme, you don't die, you multiply. So the music hits.
Testify!
And Rhino comes out. He is, and it's the ECW originals all standing on the ring. But then Roman Reigns' music hit, and he comes to the crowd with the Usos and Dean Ambrose.
The family.
The family, which I don't know why that's what. Max, you made a point as to why they're called the family.
Because the Usos are Reigns' cousin, and Reigns considers Ambrose his brother. So they're kind of one big family.
So it's just a consideration is all it is. It's not even legit.
No, it's called TVPG. That's what it is.
It's called Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vince.
Thanks a lot, Vince.
Makes a lot of sense, Vince, moron.
Thanks, Obama.
But we go straight to a fatal four-way elimination match, which consisted of Team Roman Reigns versus the ECW Originals versus the League of Nations versus the Wyatt family. And this is the opening match
and
of
it was
Monday
the
Night
first
Raw.
time that there's ever been, I read this, it was the first time it's ever been a 16-man match at the beginning.
Raw, ever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of back and forth, I mean, they do as much as you can when you have 16 people in one match. But at the end of the match, it came out with Sheamus comes in for a bro kick, but Reigns spears him in midair for the win. So Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Dean Ambrose, known as the Family, won. And after the match, it's got Team Reigns standing tall in the ring. And what I don't understand is why they're calling it Team Reigns. If you're going to call it the family, you better stick with the family. Don't call it Team Reigns unless you're just obviously pushing Roman Reigns down our throats again.
I mean, I haven't heard the family at all yet. I've been hearing Team Reigns. I really don't know where the family came from.
Nobody does, Max. Nobody, even backstage, they're like, okay, well, let's just try to make this entertaining. Let's just throw these four guys together and see if it gets over.
I can see it now. The writers go, yo, Reigns, I got a great idea, man. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it just hit me. We'll call you guys the family because you're family.
Genius, genius, genius.
Believe that.
But then we come back from commercial. We've got, woo! Ric Flair and his daughter Charlotte backstage talking. And then after that, we come back, and it's Renee Young. She approaches Sheamus backstage, and he says what happened was a miracle. And borrowing a line from Vince McMahon, there's no chance in hell the same thing will happen at TLC, because at TLC it is going to be Roman Reigns versus the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, or is he the corporate Celtic Warrior? Is that what he's being called, Max? The Celtic Corporate Warrior?
I haven't heard that yet.
Or is that just your thing?
Yeah, that was just my thing.
Ah, pretty creative. You going to pitch that to Vince?
It's not like he's going to listen.
I don't know. It seems like he's just taking...
I say, you know what I say we do one day, Chad? I say we call WWE You've got their number. We've actually called them.
I've got it out in my contacts right now.
And every time it's like, how can we direct your call? Paul Levesque.
Well, the one time that we have called and someone picked up,
it was the writer. What was his
tried
name?
to get Kevin Dunn is who I tried, and they go, WWE headquarters is Kevin.
And then
I just freaked out. Like, oh my God, they actually answered.
Kevin Dunn.
So maybe one day we'll try that here live on the Wrestling Grill and call the WWE headquarters and see if we can get a conversation out of them.
Let's go straight to Vince.
Cool. Let's try it. You want to try it? Can we try it now? No? Maybe a next segment we'll try that. Anyway, this whole Stardust and Titus O'Neil thing, their backstage antics are actually, it's pretty funny. It says Stardust is backstage in a star room and he cuts a bizarre promo on Jack Swagger.
Brazilian.
And then Titus O'Neil appears and disses the star room and Stardust rants. He jokes about Stardust needing to get him some. Stardust insists that he has a life despite wanting to see what WWE covered in Sorrow and Darkness. Whatever that means, I don't get it. A friendly Titus says he will see Stardust out there and walks off. Kind of a weird segment. You just have to watch it to kind of enjoy it. But next we have the best, I thought, match of the night, Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. It was really, really good back and forth. But as always, what's been happening the past couple months, past month, is Tyler Breeze, the gorgeous one. He comes out with Summer Rae, and they're sitting in the VIP box. And I'm just not really digging the whole VIP thing sitting, ringside. It's a little too cartoony and
Magoo.
But I love Tyler Breeze, the work that he did in NXT, but the way he's being portrayed right now on Raw on the main roster, I'm really not digging it. His in-ring works great,
he kind of just
always.
came in and there wasn't like
There's
this
no build,
big deal.
no vignettes for him, nothing.
New guy, here we go.
Yeah. But a lot of back and forth between Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens. Great matches. Always Dolph Ziggler puts on some of the best matches that you will see. He's a great seller. But I meant to tell you guys this last night. I'm watching Dolph, and as much as he's loved by all the internet darlings, he puts on great matches, but now I think he's taken it too much. He sells a little too much, like his acting after he gets hit is a little too over the top for me. Do you guys agree, or is it just me?
It's a little...
it's good. It's really good, but it's a little too much. Like, we know that you're a good seller. Can you make it a little more believable?
It's almost like watching Shawn Michaels versus Hogan when he oversold every move at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not as much.
But there's some hits where all of a sudden you're like, you flip 3 times from a punch to the face.
It's a little too intense.
It's a little too much. Make it more, realistic. And he can do that. But I think he tries to make it a little too cartoony sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a really good match. But Ziggler came back and he dropped Owens for a close 2 count. Then Ziggler drops Owens with a punch and then a headbutt. And then Owens comes right back, throws him against the rope, and hits the pop-up powerbomb for the win. But after the match, though, Kevin Owens, after he won, Dean Ambrose music hits, and he comes out, and this was pretty funny. He was all cocky. He's got a big bag of popcorn and a soda, and then Owens grabs his title, his Intercontinental title, and yells about his music being played. Then Ambrose enters the ring, still snacking on popcorn, just giving him that whole nonchalant, like, I dare you to hit me. Then Owen asks him what he wants and runs his mouth some more, and Ambrose just tosses the popcorn in his face and soda in his face and then leaves as the music hits again. Owens isn't happy. Ooh, big deal. Okay, what their match is for TLC?
For TLC, their match is
for the Intercontinental title.
For the Intercontinental title. It is just a normal standard match. There's no stipulation to it, but I do think Dean Ambrose is going to take the title. What about you, Ambrose junkie?
Ambrose needs the title.
Is it his time to get it?
Yes.
I think that they need to. I mean, hasn't there been rumors of Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens for WrestleMania 32?
Yeah.
This could be a good. I don't know.
But Brock could use the rub, man. He could become the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, but are we too far out to see Kevin Owens lose the title, or is this like a teaser? Are we going to see a match and then next pay-per-view we'll see Ambrose maybe take it? I don't know. We're going to have to stay tuned to
What do you
find
guys
out.
think about it? We want to hear from you. Should Owens continue to be the Intercontinental Champion, or should Dean Ambrose be the new Intercontinental Champion at TLC? We got to take a short break here on the Wrestling Grill with Drumb and Drumber, but we will be right back. We're going to take a pause for our cause, for fuck's sake. Be right back.
We gotta get the trivia question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Here.
First thing, what y'all are gonna do I talked to this guy and got him situated. We're gonna call him going into the second break. He's gonna stay on hold until y'all get through y'all's intro and then start talking to him. As far as the Champions thing, try to do the Champions thing at the end of the break so that when someone calls, y'all can end it, put them on hold, get their information so that it doesn't go across the air.
So we'll do that next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all can do both of them in this next one if y'all want.
Okay, so we're calling him?
Yes, go ahead and call him.
All right.
This is our second segment break.
Yeah, but you'll do it going into like 11:20 around that time, so you'll be doing it going into the second segment. So the first
every
commercial
week.
break. Every week. First commercial break.
First commercial break.
Yeah. But I talked to him and he didn't realize that he was supposed to stay on hold. So that's what happened.
Hey Blake, this is Chris with the Wrestling Reel. Hey man, sorry about that earlier.
So we just put him on and he's going to say everything?
Yeah, I mean, y'all can talk back to him.
Yeah, I got
talk
you.
Back to him since you know.
All right, man, we're on break right now. We've got another minute. Not to put you on hold here. Okay.
And we can hype up, be like, we're going to do a sponsor, yeah.
Yeah, and also y'all are supposed to do like a 10-second shout out. Just
Anytime
anytime during the show.
Kind of like podcasts, they'll go,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
The
Let's
quick-
talk about
yeah.
your diet, blah, blah, and they go into this like huge long. Hey, that's our question.
How many days?
Yeah, 434.
You rather have 434 than 13?
I don't know if that's right.
I do know what's right.
How is your website better than the one I just
I knew
saw?
that before. I went to 2, and I just did that to.
I know, but I've been to 2
I'm
different sites
positive
too.
it's 13. I'm absolutely positive. I know this.
Okay, well, I
Here
don't
we
want
go,
somebody
here we go.
calling me back and going, actually, it's
It's
12.
No, it's 13.
That's why we went with this one.
That's too specific.
You do that.
And we're back here on the Wrestling Reel. On the phone with us right now, we have Mr. Blake Studs from Long Lewis.
Yeah!
How you doing, buddy? This is Chad Bernard from the Wrestling Reel, man. I haven't talked to you or seen you in well over a year. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. How have you been? How are the holidays treating you?
All right.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. Well, let's go ahead and get into this. You are our second sponsor.
Yeah!
Here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Blake.
Long Lewis. Long Lewis.
Wow. That's awesome. And I got a question for you, Blake. Is Long Lewis Ford the place that's gonna cruise your blues away? Nice.
Heck yeah.
Hey, I say we have the next WWE pay-per-view. Maybe not TLC, but maybe in January.
Royal Rumble.
Maybe have the Royal Rumble at Long Lewis Ford. That would be awesome. It'd be too sweet.
Blake, buddy, we appreciate you calling in here and telling us all about that. And we're gonna be talking to you more coming up soon. But if you guys are looking, go ahead, Blake. Ten 30 to, or no, 11 to 12.
Blake,
Thanks a lot, Blake.
Blake, thanks so much for calling in, and again, congratulations on recently getting married, brother. Have a great day. We'll see you soon, bud. Bye-bye.
And like Blake said, holiday times are coming up. They've got so many selections of cars to choose from at Long Lewis Ford and Muscle Shoals, new and used. And you know what? They've scored in the top 10% for customer satisfaction each year. They're local to the area, born and raised here, Blake is. Stress-free experience, no nonsense, no haggling, straightforward but laid back, easy to work with, and gives you all the info you need to make the right decision for you. So next time you're thinking about getting a new car, be sure to go visit Blake Stutz in Long Lewis in Muscle Shoals. We have a caller, Chris?
We do. Yes,
All right.
We have a caller.
Keep them calling in. It's all about you guys.
You're on the wrestling reel with Drumb and Drumber. How can we help you?
Good morning.
Dig it! Yeah!
That's awesome.
That's great.
What's going on? Is this Wade? Joel, okay. I just heard Champies. I didn't know, you know.
Have you cashed in that $10 yet? Because you're Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, right on.
Mr. Chicken in the Bank. You versus the owner of Champies, one-on-one.
Well, that's when you should do it, man. It's a main event.
That's awesome.
I'll just get over there with my bag of drumsticks and just start hurling sticks, one after another. Well, let me ask you. Oh, yeah. Let me ask you, though, what are you looking for? What are you looking forward to this Sunday? You being a wrestling fan, we got TLC coming up. I'm just jumping in here and asking you a question. What are you looking forward to this Sunday? Roman Reigns versus Sheamus for the title. I mean, I'm looking forward to Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. I don't know if they're going to...
Yeah, I mean, it's a little too over the a little too over the top. I mean, you know, when he first came in, it was a breath of fresh air because we haven't seen somebody sell as well as he did. Now it's just, can you do anything else that's, you know, very believable?
And the zigzag is not a good finisher.
No, at all. That would not make me pin my shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. It wouldn't. Sure. Yeah.
Or let's even talk about when they Irish whip him into the corner and the flip over the ropes.
Yeah.
Like I never
Sean
understood
would do
that.
Also, yeah.
I never understood that because it made no sense whatsoever. You flip and then you run and get clotheslined on the outside of the apron. Just fall. Just take a dive there, Nate. Yeah, I mean, other than take a big slap to the face from a diva. Boy, Paige slapped him hard last night.
She laid into Ric Flair last night. I mean, big time. Big time. Intense. Everything, all the timing, it seems, in WWE programming right now just seems off time. And nothing seems legit real. It's all, everything is so spotty. Everything is a cue. Like, okay, now it's time to make this move. Now it's time to make this. Not organic at all. Nothing is right now. And I think that's what's, kind of losing the audience right now, because it is just way too scripted. Yes, we understand that it's a scripted show, but there's got to be more organicness from the talents themselves. Because if they don't believe in what's being presented, nobody will. Exactly.
Absolutely. Joel, we really appreciate you calling in today, man. We've got to get to a trivia question, and maybe you can call back and answer our question correctly. Actually, you know what? I have to disqualify you because you won last week.
Hey, you can't be like John Cena and win all the time, okay?
Exactly. But, buddy, thanks. Thank you so much, man. Oh,
Thanks,
we will.
Joel.
Thank you so much.
Have a great one, buddy.
Right before we go to break, everybody, we're going to do a trivia question of the day. Winner of this trivia question, call us here at 256-764-1340. This is for a $10 Champy's gift card.
And the question is, how many times has the current COO of World Wrestling Entertainment, Triple H, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, how many times has he been WWE Champion?
Total,
how many times has he been champion?
So
Call
give
us
us
here at 256-764-1340. Again, that's 256-764-1340. We got to take a pause for our cause for Fox's sake. Answer the question. We'll be right back.
Okay, answer that and ask them their name. What?
The mic wasn't off yet. He was trying to get to it.
I thought he hits mics
Hey.
first.
Hello?
Hey, is the answer 13 times?
All
That's
right.
it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hang on.
Congratulations.
Hey, what's his name?
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Michael Butler, UDLER.
How do you spell that?
Mudler.
Oh, Mudler. Oh, it's Michael Mudler. What's up, dude? Chad Burdine. What's going on, man?
What's going on, guys?
It's about time you called.
Get his phone number.
Dude, I know.
That's awesome.
All right, what's your phone number, bud?
It's 256-710-2474.
Is that all I need, Jay?
Yeah, I think so. As long as you have his phone number, we can call him back and ask for it. Whatever else.
Okay.
Do y'all want to put him on the air? Y'all can put him on hold until we come back.
Yeah.
Is he still on
Okay.
there?
Yeah, you want to hang on there? We'll be back in another minute and a half or so.
Hey, Michael, we'll repeat the question back to you and act like we just got a caller, and then we'll introduce you, okay?
And then
Awesome,
y'all
man.
can Ask him
All right, hang on.
whatever else y'all want to ask him.
Yeah, he was actually at the NXT show. I met up with him before I know this guy real well.
See, Elliot just said 8 times.
Who's Elliot?
My buddy.
No, man, no. See, here's what killed the whole.
Yeah, I'm
Is
good.
when they divided the belts.
What happened? It was done. And
Oh, yeah.
It screwed up so many statistics.
It happened.
Yeah, but he's
So
a
many
13-time champion.
Yeah.
He said just refer to your non-Big 4 pay-per-views as in your houses from now on. Was that Blake Stutz that just walked in?
Yeah, he's doing a recorded thing with Sutch.
For us?
I don't know. For me, probably for all 3 stations.
Hey, Drew
Back
over,
in.
at, Drew over at Floribama said he already sponsors this, but he said maybe we could move money around what he already does and put some towards our show. Is that possible?
I don't know if that's a salespeople thing.
764-1340 on the Wrestling Reel.
What's up? We are back here on the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drumber.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? I can get with this, or you can get with that.
What's up?
We've never done that before. But before we went on break, we asked the trivia question of the day.
For a $10 Champions gift card.
The current WWE COO Triple H, the Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings, how many times has he been champion? And I think we've got a call on the phone right now.
Who do we have on the phone line?
Good morning. Welcome to the Wrestling Reel. Michael,
Hey!
man, what's up? My NXT Nashville buddy. What's going on? I'm so envious of you because, first of all, I met up with you, and you actually got to go to the meet and greet and got to meet Apollo Crews, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Who else did you get to meet before the show started?
He was the only one that was good to me before they went on and performed that night.
And I remember we were, of course, up in the balcony. We were the sign guys all night, but you guys had ringside seats for the show, and I was so envious of that. I just wanted to be right there with you guys. I mean, it looked like you guys had too sweet of a time.
Oh, man, it was too sweet to show. Like, every New Year's anything like that, it's worth it to go check it out. The show that they put on and what they do for the fans there is just top notch. I mean, you can't beat it.
It was incredible. Right on, man.
It was.
So, so do you have an answer to the question today? How many times has Triple H been champion?
I'm going to go with 13.
13! Nailed it, buddy. Absolutely nailed it. That's awesome. You just won yourself a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken in Muscle Shoals, 120th Street, Muscle Shoals. And
We actually met Apollo Crews, but we waited by the buses out back. We were like, hey, Apollo, can we meet you?
super nice guy.
He is a cool guy. And actually, during the breaking ground, he made a point about he purposely goes to see everybody, waits for everybody, makes sure everybody gets a picture, signed autograph. Like, it was cool to hear that and to know that he cares for us as much as we care for him.
Oh, yeah, you know, I mean, sitting in the line and just watching him before we met him and stuff, everybody there, you know, he would take the time to talk to and stuff. You know, some of those guys will just sign and not even look up at you, but he took the time, asked us questions and stuff like that. He's a great guy.
What seems so cool about him is he's got the most genuine smile ever. You cannot get upset with the guy because he has such the nicest smile. I mean, that goes a long way, you know, with especially with how you treat fans and how you come across, you know, when you're just breaking kayfabe and you're just out in the real world. And I mean, I just thought he was such a really, really cool guy. And I'm so jealous that you guys got to sit ringside for probably what I keep calling the best wrestling event that I've ever been to, WWE style, for
Now-
sure.
And I'm like, yo, I think that WrestleMania and, you know, just that NXT show, that was by far one of the coolest things I've ever been to.
Did you watch Breaking Ground last night after Raw? You got to see it, man. You guys are all over it. I saw y'all a lot last night. You're definitely gonna mark out a whole lot when you watch it, dude.
Now, Mike, do you have any predictions for this Sunday?
All I know is that Kevin Owens and Ambrose match will probably be the best one of the card. I'm really looking forward to that more than anyone on Monday.
Yeah,
Same here.
same here.
I mean, just the work that those guys put in there, great. So I'm looking forward to that one by far.
What'd you think about? We haven't even finished Raw. I don't even think we'll get through the rest of Raw. But what did you think about? Did you watch it last night? Did you? Right on. Well, did you see when Team Bad put on the unicorn horns and joined New
Bad
Day?
Day Rocks.
Yeah. New Day is so over right now. I love it. They're
Actually,
so
I
entertaining.
was just reading this a minute ago that New Day, they've sold like all of their shirts sold out last night. I heard from a WWE source several weeks back that the WWE Tag Team Champions, the New Days, were doing great merchandise numbers thanks to the sales of the T-shirts and socks. Apparently, Xavier Woods' Up, Up, Down, Down gear has sold out.
New Day Socks. New Day Socks.
And Kofi tweeted last night that they sold out in less than 5 hours.
On the year.
So,
They really did. I'm just glad that they're actually giving them a chance. And I thought, oh gosh, is this going to be another, Nation of Domination? Heck, no. They've turned this thing into something that's so much fun and entertaining, especially for us watching at home. And I went to Raw a couple of weeks ago, and man, it's great. It's great what they're doing right now for the product.
Mike, buddy, we really appreciate you calling in and answering that question for us, and you being our winner here
Yeah,
on the
woo!
Wrestling Reel.
Call in anytime, man, because seriously, you're one of the heavier marks of the Shoals area like we are. You are a diehard wrestling fan, and man, we really appreciate your call this morning, buddy. You have a great rest of the day,
And you
Michael.
can pick up your Champy's Chicken gift card here at Big River Broadcasting on your convenience. So thanks again for calling in.
Hey, Too Sweet Me right now. Too Sweet Me right now. Too Sweet Me over the air. I know you're doing it. Thanks, man.
That was awesome.
It's that easy. That easy. Don't forget, guys, Champy's Chicken, 120 Muscle Shoals. It is the best chicken, the best cold beer, and the most entertaining music you'll find anywhere in the Shoals. So, Justin, we've had a great show today. I thought about recapping the rest of Raw. You want to talk about NXT TakeOver?
No, I want to get in.
What do you want to do?
I want to get into this Sunday because we got a pay-per-view this Sunday.
TLC.
And so far, I'm going to read the card to you. We've got the TLC match. It's a table, ladders, and chairs match for the World Heavyweight title. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus.
Who is the current
champion. We have just a straight-up Intercontinental title match. Dean Ambrose versus the champion, Kevin Owens. We have a ladder match, triple threat, for the WWE Tag Team titles. The Usos, the Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. So that's, that'll be pretty good. The Divas title match is the champion Charlotte with Ric Flair in her corner.
I am looking forward to this. People are hating on it.
It's almost heel versus heel now.
Yeah, especially after last night. Charlotte had a little bit of a heel turn.
She did.
Maybe both heels.
We also got a chairs match that was added last night. Chairs match for the U.S. title. It's Jack Swagger versus Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, so let's let them use chairs.
Wow. Didn't see this one on Raw 2 years ago. And finally, the only other match that they have listed is the Tag Team Tables Elimination match, which is Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan versus Tommy Dreamer, Rhino, and the Dudley Boys.
Get the tables!
So that's, it's
at least they're trying.
Your house is going to be great this Sunday.
Well, at least they're trying to have a kind of a hardcore-esque theme to a match with some ECW originals. Could be bad, but we're really hoping that it's going to come across real well because man, the reason ECW got so big was because of the hardcore era. So.
And once again, everybody, we appreciate you tuning in to the Wrestling Reel every Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12. We do nothing but net every Monday, 5 to 7, right here on 97.9. We want to give a shout-out again to Champy's, Wade over there, for taking care of us and taking care of all of our chicken needs in this town. And we also want to give a shout-out to Blake Stutz over at Long Lewis Ford in Muscle Shoals. He scored top 10% for customer satisfaction. He's local to the area, stress-free experience, straightforward but laid back, easy to work with. We appreciate you.
Had a great
once
time.
Again, this is the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer.
Because it's still real to us.
You unplug me?
The show seems so short now compared to doing the
Oh,
NBA
Lord.
show.
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
I told Billy he would have laughed if he had come in here, being like, that's it? Like, that's all we got to do? Because he's used to 2. We were used to 1.
Oh yeah, that
You guys
it's a
still
lot
wanna
more
try to go
information,
to
but y'all are getting a lot more
To what?
stuff now.
You guys still wanna try to
Especially
go
with
to
call in and the sponsors and stuff. Y'all are getting a lot more.
I mean, I'm down.
happening.
Justin,
What?
you still want to try to go to 2 on this?
Not right now. No.